Hi everybody, Eugene here with Darkroom Software. In this quick video, we are going to talk about automation, getting our image from our camera to print or whichever output in as few steps as possible. So we'll jump into my computer, get started. There will be multiple steps, and the important thing to remember with this video is sometimes less is more. You can turn on every option, but sometimes that slows things down. So let's jump right in and get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about is packages, and I have a package right here. If I click on a 4x6, it's going to pull up the copies prompt. We're going to get rid of the copies prompt, and I'll show you a couple ways around it so you can still get copies but still speed things up. So click OK. It goes into our ordered packages, and then we click place order, and then it gives us a receipt. So we're going to bypass all of that. So let's go ahead and cancel and clear the order. First thing that we're going to do is get rid of the copies prompt. And if we go to our general settings and then scroll down just a little bit, we have copies prompt for packages. That's what we're using, but we're also going to turn it off for quick print items as well. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that receipt. That's under fulfillment options and then receipt options. We can go ahead and uncheck that. So when we click 4x6, it's going to go to our shopping cart, and then we'd click place order, or I believe enter. So one thing you can do is if we click clear order, we can use the keyboard shortcuts to place an order for our packages. So if I click 1, it's going to add this first package, and it's denoted by this number right here. So if I need 3 copies, I just click that number 1 key 3 times and I have 3 copies. So that still requires an extra step. So we are going to go back over to our setup tab, and we're going to set that 4x6 package as a quick print item, and that way it will bypass the shopping cart completely. I have my 4x6 here. I'm going to double click and then select quick print. So now from my photo workshop, if I click the number 1, it should go straight to the printer without me having to do anything. So, and it's just printing a simple picture without a template. And here we go. So just in those few steps, we've sped things up quite a bit. Well, let's say I just wanted to take a picture with a tethered camera and have it auto print and not have to click anything on my keyboard. Well, I can do that as well. Under camera options and then auto print, I can click here, and under my 6-inch prints, select a 4x6 and make sure this option is enabled. So now whenever I take a picture with my camera, I'm going to do it with my spacebar, but it should take a picture and it should automatically print. Okay, so that's using auto print. But remember, any one of these numbers here, you can click up on your keyboard if you're working as an operator behind a computer. So I can actually, let's say, take a picture with the spacebar, and it's going to auto print. So I'm going to disable the auto print for now. And what we're going to do is go back to our package groups, and you can see I have 4x6, 5x7, 5x7 without a print item. Let's fix that real quick. Switch to 7-inch prints, and then so now that one's working, and I can set that to quick print so it bypasses as well. I have my 8x10, I'm just double checking. I'll do the same thing for that one. And then here I have a little bit, a pretty cool automation, I think. So if I click this package, it's going to upload to a gallery on Event Gallery, and the gallery name is D25. And I just kept that simple because I have a receipt that's going to print out with a QR code. We'll look at that template. And the QR code is linked to my gallery, and then the D25 gallery, and then /p/file. And what that's going to do is then link to that image as it gets uploaded to Event Gallery. And the reason why I'm using this gallery rather than a gallery name is because the gallery is actually hidden. You can't access it by a URL, so I don't care about the gallery name. I actually want it to be private. I only want you to be able to access those images via the QR code. And I'll pull up those gallery settings so you can see. Okay, here we go. So you can see that I have access by URL is disabled, and it's not displayed on my homepage either. So it really is hidden from the public. The only way to get to that image is via a QR code that we're going to print out. So we'll cancel out of here, and let's test that out. We'll select a better picture. Here we go. And that package is number 4. Whoops. It added to the shopping cart, so I might want to clear that order. I could click enter, but we're going to set it up so it works more seamlessly. Double click here and make sure that is set to quick print. And now when I click number 4, it's going to print out my QR code. And I don't know if you're able to scan that, but you should be able to. And then you can see that that image is now uploaded to my gallery. You're not able to get to this gallery unless you actually have this QR code. So it's keeping the images secure. So that is actually one item that I often use with Quick Print. I'm going to show you how that's set up real quick. I have I said Quick Print, I meant Auto Print. So I'm going to enable this option, remove that, and we're going to set up digital delivery to go to Event Gallery, and the gallery name we are using is D25, and D25 is just for download 2025. And I want to make sure the date matches, and I remember I put it for January 1st, 2025. Date really doesn't matter because I have a whole bunch of images that go up to that. So it's going to upload that image, and I want it to print out a print. In this case, I'm using a receipt printer set to accept the credit card size, and double click on that. And there's that template. And comment below if you'd like to see a little bit more of that workflow, but this is real helpful if you're using any software really and you're able to output to a folder. You can print out a QR code cheaply with a receipt printer that accesses an image on Event Gallery. So comment below if that's something you'd like to see a little bit more in depth. But now when we switch back to our photo workshop, I take a picture, it's going to upload, and it should print out a code. And every time I take a picture, it's going to upload a new image. Here's that one, and print out a new QR code. This is really helpful for amusement parks, theme parks that have some sort of visitor entry where they take a picture and they want to share that picture so people will download it and share it with their on social media, letting their friends know that they visited this area. So it's great for businesses. One of the reasons why I'm doing this is I did a questionnaire or a survey asking how people are using Core and what they would like to learn more about, and corporate use was a major, much higher than I thought, how often people are using it for corporate parties, corporate events, and in corporate environments. Okay, so one last thing, and this is more of a teaser along the same lines that I wanted to show you, was these little guys. I have a template that I built. Whoops. Click B for borders to bring up my templates. And let's go ahead and populate this with a few different images. And we can fill it up or just print it out the way it is. So number one, to print a 4x6. It should start coming out of my printer in just a second. So now I have a 4x6 with individual images that I can then have a employee cut out, like I've done here. Just go through, cut out the images, and pop it into a little photo viewer keychain, and have them available as they exit the park or exit the event. This does take a little bit more of a process, so I don't know that you would necessarily want to have it print out one for every session. You could, but using this system, if you were to add that template to a 4x6 here, every 16 photos it would print out a 4x6, and then the person manning this would know it's time to cut and assemble, and then put that batch maybe into a bag and mark it so they know when people are exiting they came through at this time period. Anybody that's been to an amusement park in the 80s would remember these. This was done with slide film in the exact same method, and this is actually a little easier. You don't actually have to process the slide film. But I'll show you this workflow and have those templates downloaded in the next video. I just want to give you a little teaser on that type of setup. If it's something you want, be sure to comment, but more importantly, be sure to subscribe so you're notified when the next video is uploaded, so you can have a jump start on that type of workflow. If there's something more that you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this speeds up your workflow and gives you a few ideas on what you can do to help sell to your customers and sell to your corporate clients a little bit better. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.